Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? Today I'm doing fantastic because it's art fight season. And, you know, I've been planning to do this video in a while as I've been waiting for Art Fight for so many months now, and literally this is the year in which I could actually participate. I am not going to be including every single attack that I have made in the past couple of days or so, because I feel that would be kind of impossible, but fear not, I will obviously be posting the drawings online, and well, in this video it's mostly the pieces that I'm very proud of. I'm honestly really excited to showcase everything today. I hope you really enjoy this video, and let's begin with the rounds. But first, a word from today's sponsor.
Why do I feel like there are no platforms for me to post my characters on?
Did somebody say Unveil?
What? No? What are you doing in my—
I heard you're lacking a lot of options, but that's why Unveil is here to help you with that. Unveil is brought to you by a small yet brilliant team, as this is an OC sharing website that welcomes creatives from all over the world, especially those that want to share their characters in fun yet simple ways.
Oh, go on.
Unveil is home to over 200,000 users and keeps growing within each day. Whether it is making character pages for your OCs to write down traits, lore bits, and adding images that belong to you/other artists, or building worlds if you want to share where your characters belong. Of course, that's not all. Every day, the website has a question of the day prompt that could be added to the trivia section of your character.
Wow. Although, is it easy for my characters to get discovered?
Correct! The community is very supportive to any artist, because getting your characters noticed is pretty much guaranteed, unlike other social medias that completely rely on algorithms that are very hard to get a hold of. You can either use the discovery function to find newly created profiles by following or commenting to further support others with their creations. The cherry on top is that AI-generated content is prohibited, meaning that this space is completely safe from those AI slop content machines. To start sharing your creations, click the link below, and thanks to Unveil for sponsoring today's video.
You were recording this whole time?
Correct! Starting off with the first attack of the year, literally, is this one right here. So, as you can see, this is my first attack, and I decided to do a bold move and make it a mass attack instead. But instead of the ones that you've usually seen where it's mostly just different characters, I decided to grab certain characters that have similar color palettes, specifically pink. As you can see from the speed paint, it was so hard for me to get this right. Like, I was pretty much relying on a Pinterest reference at this point, and well, thankfully, I'm gonna put it on screen if I find it. Here it is. So it was perfect because I pretty much picked 5 characters. I thought it was the perfect amount for that. And if you're asking me, oh my god, Peppers, why did you do this? Like, as a first attack, this is kind of insane. Yeah, I know. I pretty much had this idea before Art Fight even started, because when I was like looking for characters, I wanted to make like a very interesting introduction to like, oh guys, this is actually how I attack. Be scared of me. I don't know if that makes sense. But so what I thought about is maybe I could draw characters that have a similar color palette to one another. Not necessarily the same one, but pretty much having like a pink aesthetic to them. So I did just that. And thankfully, I picked 5 of these cuties that at the end of the day actually looked really good in the same art piece. I was a little bit afraid that some of them would look out of place, but no, at the end, it pretty much looks like all of them were interacting with one another, and it was really nice. Also, considering that the people that I attacked in this image really did like it. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. I did feel a little bit burnt out at the end, but honestly, absolutely worth it. I could say that this is like one of my few favorite drawings because also you could see that I experimented with perspective. You are not gonna get me into drawing perspective even if you pay me like $1 million, okay? I cannot deal with that. But I tried my best, of course. I hope you guys like the speed paint as well. So my first victims are already finished. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? So, for my second victim, we have this user. Using the word victim is a little weird here, but I digress. Oh my god. As soon as I saw this design on like the recent characters tab, the one that you like find in Art Fight, of course, if you want to like attack anybody. I immediately fell in love because usually I like working with pastel tones and drawings, so I knew that I was gonna have a field day drawing this art piece specifically. Also because usually, I don't think you guys know, but I don't draw anthropomorphic animals as much, nor, well, ponies. In this case, this isn't really an anthro character because it's literally a pony. They don't have human features or anything, so I don't know why I mentioned that previous fact, but it's just to kind of give you guys a little fun fact about me is that, well, I used to be a massive furry back then. I don't draw them as much anymore because I discovered that I'm kind of better at designing human characters instead. I kind of got transported back in time when drawing this, when I used to draw a lot of like furries and anthros and also ponies as well. But yeah, thank you so much for this person. They were really nice to me. And thankfully they really enjoyed this attack, so make sure to attack them as well. Their design is absolutely precious. But yeah, victim number 2 done. Let's go to the next one. Next up, we have one of the first revenge attacks of the video. The first couple of days, I received a couple of attacks. So, I felt kind of overwhelmed because this is like kind of the first time that I genuinely received quite a few attacks from people. So I'm trying my best to revenge everyone as much as possible. Even if I am a slowpoke. I'm taking so long on revenge attacks and I really do apologize to everyone, but I just feel like every time somebody attacks me, I have like this necessity to attack them back. Because I hate receiving a drawing and not giving anything back. So to anybody that hasn't received any revenges, please be patient because I draw kind of slowly. But okay, sorry, getting a little bit off topic. Regarding the design and the speed paint of this attack, I had a lot of fun drawing this little character because, well, their design reminds me of how I design clothing, specifically the cape. I didn't really take the time to read the lore of this character, but I will as soon as I have the time because I am a procrastinator and I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going insane, guys. You have no idea. This is a call for help. I had a lot of fun drawing this. Usually drawing full bodies is like very tiring, but I felt really motivated to just attack this person with an entire full body. I hope you enjoy this revenge attack that I made, and let's go on with the next one. Moving on to our 4th attack, we have this beautiful design. I haven't really drawn furries in such a long time. I think the last time that I've drawn furries was around, I guess like a couple of months back when I was taking commissions. I felt like I did improve somewhat in like making anthropomorphic features because I remember that back then, my furry drawings, back then they would kind of represent rip-offs of a lot of artists that I admired online, and I feel kind of embarrassed by that, but I feel like we all go through that type of canonic event where we try to like replicate a certain art style and at the end it kind of fails horribly, but you get the gist. This little guy is such a cutie. I obviously had to attack this little gremlin. To be honest, I wish I could have made it more detailed, but I did really like how the simple rendering turned out because, let's be honest, this segment of the rendering, it looks polished, but I wish I could have like invested a little more time on it to like polish other features of the drawing, if you get what I mean. But beware, I'm probably going to be attacking more furries, like a lot more, because it brings a sense of nostalgia to me. And to be completely honest, I have seen such peak anthropomorphic designs on Art Fight that I'm just blown away, especially when it comes to the color palettes of these characters. I don't know how you guys come up with it. Like, not even me. I can't remember the last time that I've actually made a furry character look decent design-wise, because I don't usually design furries, not anymore, at least. But yeah. So now that my 4th attack is done, let's move on to the final segment. To finalize our series of attacks for this video specifically is this beautiful art piece right here. Now, I obviously saved the best one for last because this drawing did take me a lot of time. I had this character in my bookmarks and I don't even remember like saving them before checking that section again. So as soon as I found them once again, I was like, no, I need to like make this person happy because their design is absolutely phenomenal. The colors, the design elements, everything. I went full in. I really don't want to sound like somebody that's flexing. I promise. I'm really proud of this one. I usually use better brushes for more complete artworks, if you know what I mean, because this one, as you see over here, I wasn't really going to spend the majority of the time rendering because I was spending most of my time actually coloring the drawing, considering how complex some of the design elements were. So at the end, I didn't really bother to make my rendering as complex as I usually do with other drawings, but I feel like it still gives it that charm. So yeah, I just went in with a full body because I wanted to capture everything about this character, even their weapon. And I also like read the lore of this character and I'm like, holy crap, that's really interesting. I thought it was pretty cool. Here's the final result. I really hope you guys liked it. And I'm just going to close the section with my final thoughts and other messages. Thank you. Hi there, again. Okay, so you may have noticed that I've used a VTuber model in this video and I really didn't mention much of it. So now is the time for me to clarify a little bit on that. I spent so long on this project, you guys have no idea. I really do not want to mention my pain and all of the difficulties that I had to go through, but I managed to do it at the end. But yeah, regarding art fight, I really hoped you enjoyed today's speed paints. I am planning on doing a part 2 depending on how this video goes. I think it would be a really good idea. Or just let me know in the comments what types of videos you'd like to see from me in the future. I am completely open to suggestions, criticism, and all that jazz. Also, don't forget to check out Unveil. All of my respective links will be in the description. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Have a good one.